Boom! Russell Brand just lost all his YouTube money, and you won't believe why. But this is not just about Russell Brand. This is about way more. It's about a system that favors some and punishes others. We're going to take a deep dive into this. Prepare to be uncomfortable. But before we get started, my name is Tim Black. I cover Dr. Cornel West's rise to the presidency. We're going to track that. And I also cover pop culture news from a black man's perspective who's willing to call you out on your BS, America. That's right, I'm going to call you out. So, with that, Tuesday, YouTube releases an announcement saying they have restricted and removed all monetization from Russell Brand's YouTube channel, meaning he will make no ad revenue on his content. Why did they do this?
4 women are accusing actor and comedian Russell Brand of rape, sexual assault, and abuse. And these allegations come from a joint investigation by British news outlets, the Sunday Times, the Times of London, and Channel 4 dispatches. And London police are looking into those claims, urging the accusers to speak to authorities. Brand denies these accusations, saying all of his relationships have been consensual.
I absolutely refute. Rather baroque attacks are some very serious allegations that I absolutely refute. These allegations pertain to the time when I was working in the mainstream, when I was in the newspapers all the time, when I was in the movies, and as I've written about extensively in my books, I was very, very promiscuous. Now, during that time of promiscuity, the relationships I had were absolutely always consensual.
So his videos are still up. He's able to upload, I'm assuming, but he just can't make any money off his uploads, which would be a good reason to do an upload, probably. Even if you're Russell Brand. He's got 6 million followers, so, it's got a sizable audience. YouTube said this.
If a creator's off-platform behavior harms our users, employees, or ecosystem, we take action.
Being in the partnership program means they get advertisers on your content without you doing anything. Now, Russell Brand can still make money, but he's got to go out and get his own advertisers and sort of like read their advertisements himself doing his shows. Could still be done. It's a little bit harder, maybe a little bit more lucrative, but it is more work. So, but technically, he can still make money because he can still put out his content on their platform. I want to go on the record and say I do not condone such. If it's up to me, you go to trial. And only if you're convicted can you be demonetized. But who am I? It's also important to note that a couple of news entities kind of ganged up on Russell Brand here. We got one UK newspaper something, and then we got another newspaper something, and then we got a television broadcast company that did a documentary, sort of like Surviving R. Kelly. They did a Surviving Russell Brand, and that's kind of what has brought us to this. It's not just an allegation by some unknown person who went into, who wrote a letter. It's actually, stuff. And the police are telling the woman to press charges. So I don't know what's happening with that. So, yeah, this is getting a little delicate. All that being said, America, time for me to be the black guy in the room. I got 4 reasons why the average black person, we won't be that surprised at this because, number 1, this will not happen to an average person. Russell Brand is a celebrity. He's a big deal, okay? Average person, if he's got a charge, no one knows.
No one cares.
You jaywalked, you got a DUI, you can't have a YouTube. Nah, that's not how it works. It's only a big deal because Russell Brand is a big deal. Oh, and you only care because it's Russell Brand. Somebody else gets deplatformed or loses money, you go, so what? Get a job, get a real job. I've heard you. Number 2, the demonetization probably has more to do with the advertisers not wanting their ads to run next to Russell Brand's face after that documentary saying he likes to do things to people's face. Okay? So, yeah, it's probably just people not wanting to ruin their brands and not be associated with Russell Brand right now. Okay? Corporate America, it's chock full of people who don't want to stand up for anything unless they're getting paid for it. Let's take a virtual signal for it. Ain't nobody gonna stand up for Russell Brand. Not now. Maybe Alex Jones or Andrew Tate. That's about it. All right? Number 3, conservatives and libertarians, shut up. You guys were just deplatforming or demonetizing Budweiser. Why? Because they sent one trans woman a beer can with her face on it. And she put it on TikTok and said, hey, I got a beer can. And my face is on it. And y'all all said, get rid of Budweiser. We got Kid Rock shooting cans. We got all these rednecks coming out pissed off. People, I'm never drinking Bud again. Do you realize how many working people probably got deplatformed because of the stock dropping, because you got pissed off because one trans woman had a beer can with a face on it? Huh? But no, you can't understand why Russell Brand lost his monetization. See, you only care about Russell Brand because you care about Russell Brand. You didn't care about all the people at this company, and it's not the first company you've done this to either. Half you tried to deplatform Disney for making the mermaid black. I heard you. I saw you. We know how you roll. Stop with the fake outrage. And number 4, the funniest thing I'm hearing white men say is, I thought in America people were innocent until proven guilty. You guys are hilarious. I haven't heard anything that funny since I heard these coons this week defending Jimmy Dore for treating Cornel West, Dr. Cornel West, like garbage because he's got racial blind spots. He ain't racist. He just got a racial blind spot. I can see his heart. I know in his heart he's really a good guy and he really loves Cornel West. Shut up, boy, and do what I told you to do. That's funny. You guys are hilarious. America. Innocent until proven guilty. Get out of here. Do you realize there were 5,000 black people that were lynched between emancipation and 1968? 5,000. And that's just the ones they were able to count because you put up flyers and took home souvenirs and had it written up in the paper. You know how many happened when nobody was around at the dark of night? Hell, George Floyd got killed in front of 20 people. You know what the police put on the death certificate? Uncause known. Medical emergency. They left out the 9 minutes of neck pressure. That happens all the time. So don't give me that, innocent until proven guilty. Man, America has been fast-tracking black people through a pretend legal system since day one, since we became free. Innocent until proven guilty. Do you realize until 1959 there never been a white man convicted of a sexual assault against a black woman? And how many black women do you think were sexually assaulted before 1959? If you said millions, you're right. So when I'm hearing people say, Russell Brand, yeah, I feel bad for Russell Brand, kind of, because, yeah, I do realize he's been saying things that are unpopular. And that'll get you put on the cancel list. But let's be really real for a second. Some of you only care because you care about Russell Brand, and when it was happening to us, you could care less. And some of you are so bigoted right now, you don't care about the 2 stories I told you about the lynching or the black women. You'll say, so what? Keep it on Russell. Keep it on Russell, which further proves my point. I like the fact he calls out the media and calls out other controversies and corruptions and hypocrisies. In fact, I admire that. But some of you guys out here jumping up and down, screaming and losing your minds about Russell Brand losing his money right now. That's my problem I have with you. And I don't need to wait for a verdict to come back to prove you're innocent or guilty. I already know you're guilty of being hypocrites. America. All right. If you like this content, you find it valuable, become a member of the show. And I'll see you on the next one. Don't let nobody take your cornbread. It's a new day. Innocent before proven guilty. Oh, you guys are crazy. Since when?